Yesterday?
Yes, sir.
You started yesterday.
Yes, through a temp service.
I don't believe you. Okay? I don't believe you were in Atlanta for 2.5 months.
This hearing went off the rails almost immediately. A defendant walks into court after ignoring payments for months, admits he never called, never checked in, and then tries to explain it away with an Atlanta trip the judge clearly doesn't believe. But the real tension? The judge already gave him opportunities most courts never offer: payment plans, Zoom appearances, extensions. And instead of respect, the court got silence. Now the excuses are piling up, the credibility is collapsing, and the judge is starting to sound personally insulted. This isn't just about unpaid money anymore. It's about whether the defendant thinks courtroom orders are optional.
People against Cottrell. Cameron Jamal Cottrell. 25W839925. Your name?
Cameron Trail.
See, now this kind of thing I don't understand. What did I just tell him? What did I just tell him? Did you hear?
Yeah, about calling me to make an extension or something.
I told you that too.
Yeah,
Hang on. When I gave you a payment plan on January 23rd, and you told me you could pay $50 per week beginning February 9th. You haven't paid a nickel since then, and you didn't extend the courtesy of coming in here and talking to me or calling the court and saying, can I get on Zoom with the judge? I need it. Did you? Why not?
I've been taking care of my father in Atlanta, so
I'm sorry?
I've been taking care of my father in Atlanta, so
You've been in Atlanta for 3 months?
Huh?
You've been in Atlanta for 2.5 months?
Yes, sir.
Did you,
I just completely forgot. It just
you
slipped my
forgot?
mind.
You know what the title of my book's gonna be? Don't tell the judge I forgot. You didn't forget it. You just kind of blew it off. And you probably haven't been in Atlanta for 2.5 months, right? You want to go get your itinerary and show me when you flew there and when you flew back?
No, I drove, man.
You drove there and you were there for 2.5 months.
Sir.
When did you come back?
A couple of days ago, my mail goes to my grandfather's house. And my aunt told me that I had a court date.
Remember when I told you you could Zoom? You could have Zoomed from Atlanta, couldn't you?
I didn't know I could.
I told you that. I tell everyone. If you want, I'll go listen to the recording right now. I know I told you that because I tell everybody that. And you didn't do that because you don't have any respect.
No, I do, sir.
Well, you don't respect the judiciary. If you had respect, listen, I don't know how many judges offer that. I'd be surprised if there's more than 3 in the state that do that. Maybe they are. Maybe they all do it. I don't know. But when I tell you that you have to at least give us the courtesy of calling up and going on Zoom and requesting an extension, and you don't do it, and you blow it off for 3 months, it doesn't make me happy.
Understand.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Where you work?
For
Ford Motor?
the text somewhere
Where?
on 401 Greenfield.
You didn't take off 2.5 months working at Ford. They'd have fired you.
No, I just started Monday.
Monday.
This past Monday.
Yesterday?
Yes, sir.
You started yesterday.
Yes, through a temp service.
I don't believe you. Okay? I don't believe you were in Atlanta for 2.5 months.
They're helping my father.
Just so you know, I don't believe you. Okay? I have people lie to me every day. All right?
Mhm.
I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't look very smart. But I get tired of it.
I understand.
Do you?
Sir.
This is a courtroom. We're not in a bar. We're not telling fish stories. You pull this nonsense with me again, you're going to force me to put you in jail on a civil infraction, and I won't hesitate. Do we understand one another?
Yes, sir.
When can you start paying?
I have the full payment next month. That's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
I can give you more time if you want.
No, that's fine.
What are you gonna do if you don't have the money?
I'll have the money. Okay.
No. Let's say something happens. Your engine goes out on your car. The bank forecloses. You got a credit card. What are you gonna do if you don't have the money?
Reach out to family and friends.
No, you're gonna call the court, or you're gonna drive to the court on or before the due date at 8:30 in the morning. I'll give you an extension.
Okay.
I mean, I can't be more fair than that, can I?
Correct.
You pay by May. Week from Friday is the 8th. I'm giving you till the 13th. Again, I don't want to treat you like a child. What are you going to do if you don't have it? On or before the due date, right?
Right.
That's if you can operate Zoom. If you can't, you have to come in here on or before the due date, okay? All right, May 13th. Good luck.
Thank you.
People against Collins. Devin Tyler Collins, 25B149773A. Good morning. Your name? All right, Mr. Collins, you are on probation. And I have a charge here that alleges that you violated probation. I placed you on probation on the charge of operating while impaired. January 29 of 26. This charge, which would be your first technical violation, alleges that you did fail to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for cocaine on an April 1, 26 chemical test. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty or if you're found guilty, you could get 5 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form here today?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all of those rights, and we are not going to have a hearing of any kind. Do you understand that? All right, you do have the right to an attorney if you cannot afford one. Either way, I'll be glad to appoint you one at public expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Would you like an attorney?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to enter a not guilty plea. I will give you a lawyer. We'll set you up with the probation lawyer that just arrived, and we'll go from there. You also have a B file, by the way, where you pled the possession of a controlled substance. And the same thing exists on that. That would be a first violation. And that probation you could receive 5 days if you plead guilty or are found guilty of this offense. And since it was taken under section 7411, which I explained to you previously, that 7411 status could be revoked, the conviction entered, and you would be subject, like I said, to new sentencing and up to a 5-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any questions before I give you your lawyer? All right, go out in the hallway. We'll set you up with an attorney, and he will speak to you, and then you'll both come in together. Okay?
Thank you.
People against Devin Tyler Collins, 25B149773A and B.
Morning, Your Honor. I was being for McNally's attorney, page 657. I'm going with Devin Tyler Collins, when he left. Would you please state your name for the record?
Devin Tyler Collins.
I'm sorry, you're Mr. Green.
Yeah,
Okay, well, good to have you here. I don't think I've had the pleasure, have I?
that's been a while.
Okay. All right. So he's got a charge of failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for cocaine on April the 1st of 26. He has no prior violations. How is he going to proceed on this?
He admits that to the violation. He has had some stressful events in his life.
Okay. I'll take the plea and I'll listen to you. Okay, how's that? And sir, do you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yes.
He tells me that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of testing positive for cocaine on a chemical test of April 1 of 26. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty again, you're subject to a 5-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a trial or a hearing of any kind. You understand that? I need Beth in here on that. To the charge. Failure to refrain from consuming illegal controlled substances, testing positive for cocaine on a chemical test of April the 1st. How do you plead? Did you test positive for cocaine on that date, April 1 of 26?
Yes, Your Honor.
Had you consumed cocaine within the, say, 5 days preceding that?
Yes, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, Your
Plea is accepted to that charge. What were the circumstances?
Your Honor, Mr. Collins, had just lost, his great grandfather and also, found out that a close cousin was going to federal prison for a lengthy stay. And, he became a little bit, I suppose, stressed out and of course sad, and that led to a relapse. He has paid all of his fines and costs as of 2 weeks ago, over $1,800. He's completed his victim impact class of 45, and paid $45 for that. He tends to enroll in drug abuse counseling at the Guidance Center in Southgate, Michigan. There's just been a little bit of confusion between whether his insurer, United Healthcare, will pay for it or whether he will have to pay out of pocket.
Why isn't he in there by now? I ordered January 29th for him to do outpatient treatment. I said AA, NA 3 times a week until in treatment. Why hasn't he been in now?
He is an AA.
Yeah, I know, but why is it taking him so long? He's got to move.
Well, I do, okay, go ahead.
Can I speak?
Not yet.
I-
Ms. Wild's your name.
Elizabeth Watson.
Can I see the screening report? Now you can say whatever you'd like to say.
I heard what I was told. I thought I was able to have time until June 1st. That was also the time for the victim impact. So I thought I had the time to do that as well until then. But when I got on the phone call with my probation officer, she said that I needed to take care of that right away. And then when I started doing it, my insurance is saying they cover it, and then the place says they don't cover it. But I'm at the point, where I'm just going to pay out of pocket if nothing happens within the next couple of days. So I'm gonna be.
Can't be fooling around with cocaine, and you did it at the time. You can't be doing that.
It's had a very bad relapse, very low.
Well, but you were doing it 2 times per week as of the date of the screening, and the screening took place after the plea. The screening took place on December 18th, so how's he doing with everything else?
Outside of the treatment, which he informed me he didn't have insurance, we actually referred him over to Wayne County Authority, so this is the first I'm hearing about anything with private insurance, Your Honor, in the Guidance Center. But he did complete his court work program. This morning, he provided proof of completing his victim's impact panel. As counsel indicated, I do have his verification of his 12-step meetings.
Has he been going 3 times a week
He has been, Your Honor.
in person?
In person, he does have his signature, Your Honor. I'm gonna indicate that what he's provided to me does make it seem like he's going in person, Your Honor. In regards to his testing, his test following the positive was negative. That was April 13th, Your Honor. He's due obviously for his next 2 chemical tests in the month of May. He's testing twice monthly.
Anything you want to say in addition?
That nothing that, British Foster hasn't, really provided. He did have a few plume tests obviously before the failed test, and then of course the plume test after the failed test. He does keep a job 40 hours per week at a fencing company in Livonia. He's been there for 3 years. He's just trying to get this behind him to get moving forward.
I didn't really set a time frame for him to be bi-weekly. Then I said then monthly, but I didn't set a time. I don't know if I did that wrong. If I didn't write it down or I neglected to say. Said bi-weekly and then I said bi-weekly, then monthly.
Yeah, I was leaving that to my discretion, Your Honor, when I see it like that. I did talk with Mr. Collins about reducing it, but not for a period of time, at least until he was in his treatment program, which again, is an indication he's not in it as of now.
You gotta get going. Suffice it to say, the reason I ordered treatment is so this wouldn't happen. And you're not getting it taken care of. You follow me?
My plan is to figure it out by the end of the day or the next couple of days, and if not, if my health insurance, if they're gonna give me a straight answer, I'm just gonna pay out of pocket and just start going.
Well, no, I wouldn't encourage you to do that. I'd encourage you to straighten that out with them. All right. Anything else, Ms. Wiles?
Nothing further, Your Honor. I mean, I know you have a second file, it's under 7411. There's continued use. I don't know if the court wants to enter that.
I'll keep that sitting out there, but if you mess up again, you're gonna have a big problem with me, okay? So I'll assess additional costs of 75. You're gonna do a day on the court work program and pay $35 for that. I'm putting all of that on the B file and I'm running it concurrent with the A file. And that's that, but you're gonna pay $35 for court work program, attend one day on the court work program, so pay additional costs of 75, continue testing bi-weekly until August 15 of 26. If you're clean, I'll then make it monthly. Okay? We understand one another?
Sure.
Good. All right. Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day, sir. Good luck. Stay out of trouble.
In the end, the judge still gave him another chance, but made one thing crystal clear. Communication matters more than excuses. The court showed flexibility. The defendant tested that patience repeatedly. Now the clock is ticking, and the next mistake could end very differently. So here's the real question. Was the judge being more than fair, or did the defendant already waste his final chance? Comment below, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.